new Star Wars series, The Acolyte, has just entered production and we got some great news about what to expect. However, while the official news is good, we've got plenty of leaked content regarding the series to go through. As such, we'll split this video into two sections, one talking about the official content, the other the leaked content. Spoilers will be clearly marked, but you've been warned regardless. Greetings my young Padawans, my name is Captain Jack and welcome to Star Wars Now. Before we dive into today's video on The Acolyte, go to Lightspeed and hit that subscribe and like button to never miss a video from myself and the team here at Star Wars Now. As always, if you're talking about Star Wars, we want to hear about it, so get commenting. The Acolyte, which is an upcoming Star Wars series by Leslye Headland from Russian Dolls fame, has now entered official production and has brought us not only an updated cast list, but also a better idea about what to expect from this new show, set at the end of the High Republic era, way before the events of Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Before we get to the cast, let's talk a little bit about the description of the series, and also more about where the series is going to take place in the Star Wars universe. The description assigned to the news is this. The Acolyte is a mystery thriller that will take viewers into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era. A former Padawan reunites with her Jedi Master to investigate a series of crimes, but the forces they confront are more sinister than they ever anticipated. So we know the first sentence from this series will take place in the final days of the High Republic era, and we'll be looking at the shadowy side of the galaxy and perhaps the re-emergence of the Sith on the galactic stage, even if they are doing things behind the scenes. I know a lot of people will consider this story fruitless, considering we know how well the Sith plot will go and it will be uncovered since, the time of the Skywalker saga, for example. Still, the same was said about the currently airing Andor series, knowing that Cassian Andor is going to die. Spoiler warning, by the way. That series has been amazing so far, so there's nothing wrong with doing prequel stuff realistically, and we learned that from the prequels, which are good depending how you look at them. For those of you who are not familiar with the High Republic era, it has been expanded in a recent multimedia project from novels, comics, and games, and it's worth checking out as they've made a very interesting era of Star Wars centuries before the Phantom Menace, and have fully fleshed it out. It seems like the Acolyte will at least put a cap on the top of the High Republic era story, even more stories come out before this series. I definitely could see some interesting connectivity between this series and what we have. And I'm going to read, listen and watch in the future with regard to the High Republic because I'm massively behind on it. Though you can check out some High Republic content at nerdgasm.net/Star Wars for all our High Republic content. Let's talk about the second sentence. A former Padawan goes with a Jedi Master to investigate some crimes. This is interesting, and will probably be our main focus of the series, looking at some Jedi investigating some crimes which will probably be tied to the dark side emergence. A production picture was posted with Amandla Stenberg, Jung and Leslye Headland in this Star Wars looking interior, and I'll hazard a guess that Amandla will be playing the former Jedi Padawan, probably Jedi Knight maybe, or maybe Outcast, and Lee will be playing her former Jedi Master. So we might get some fun Master Padawan hijinks and something we haven't really had since the prequels and the Clone Wars. Well, it recently touched on slightly in some of the Tales of the Jedi shorts. But it'd be nice to see the dynamic and how it reflects in this era of the Star Wars galaxy. But talking about some of the cast, let's look at the cast lineup in this article, as there are some pretty big names dropped here. Originally, we were told that Amandla Stenberg, back in December 2021, is known for a role in The Hate You Give, and is said to be the main character of The Acolyte. A couple of months ago, Jung was attached to this show, well known for his recent role in the hit Netflix series Squid Game, and this is a big pull for this little Star Wars series. And now we also have some more who previously have had their casting reported leaks and insider information, and now it is 100% confirmed by Star Wars themselves. Manager Cinto, known for his role as Jason in The Good Place, will be joining the cast. Daphne Keane, most well known for her role as Laura in the film Logan alongside Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. That's awesome. I mean, getting her who acted alongside Hugh Jackman so well when she was much younger is awesome. I cannot wait to see what she'll do in a Star Wars series. Actress Jodie Turner-Smith was previously announced and is known for her work as Queen in Queen Slim, and the series Anne Boleyn as a titular character. Now Rebecca Henderson, Charlie Barnett, and Dean Charles Chapman are new names in the series. They're known for being involved in Russian Doll, alongside the showrunner Leslye Headland with Charlie Barnett and 1917 with Dean Charles. And one of the biggest pulls for this series is we'll see Carrie-Anne Moss in the Star Wars series. Most well known for a role in another sci-fi franchise you might have heard of, The Matrix, where she played Trinity. So far we don't have any character descriptions or names officially revealed for this series. This is a very rich, star-studded diverse cast of actors and actresses for a Star Wars series. It has gotten us really excited about what's coming up. Now we're going to talk slightly about leaks about the Acolyte, and some of these might be true, some of them might not be. But if you want to go into the Acolyte without any possibility of spoilers, hit that like button and turn away now. Okay, you ready? So it seems like the Acolyte will look at two sisters, Aura and Miri. Didn't mean to swear at you, you get the point. They are both force sensitive and live in a village on a planet whose codename is Senshuro, however you pronounce it. But it could be the actual name for the planet, we don't know yet. The planet is described as covered in wet marshland, scattered with jagged rocks that shoot out of the ground at an angle. A Jedi comes to this planet, saves them from native aliens, and takes only the younger sister Miri back to the temple to become a Jedi Knight, with the older sister, Aura, being too old. We know from the Phantom Menace that the Jedi Order does not accept older students due to their already defined attachments. It does seem like Aura somehow joins a bunch of Darksiders and are known as Acolytes, training in the dark side of the Force and doing missions for their master. These Acolytes also fight each other, and the last one standing becomes the official Sith apprentice of their new master. Aura is described as a strong fighter and a duelist, with some official descriptions of the Acolyte being very martial combat. We should hope we see some cool fight scenes in this show. Now other than that, it seems like we will see Scipio, the Mun homeworld. This might tie into Darth Plagueis, who is a Mun. That could be interesting, and makes a lot of Star Wars fans happy to see Darth Plagueis finally in live action on screen. But talking about Sith Lords, the codename of a Sith Lord in Acolyte is Paul. Hope that isn't the name because Darth Paul would be a little silly. Anyway, Paul is a Sith Lord but also doubles as a very wealthy arms dealer. It could be likened to how Palpatine doubles as a senator in the prequels. Paul is a human male character with white hair, and that's all we know currently. So as I just said, that's all we know about the Acolyte so far, but with it entering production now, we could expect to see it sometime late next year or early the year after. Regardless, exploring the end of the High Republic era and less than 100 years before the Phantom Menace is pretty cool. While modern Star Wars has been fun, it's explored areas we spent a lot of time in. Nothing wrong with that, but doing something new is also fun. What do you think? Are you excited about the Acolyte? Let us know in the comment section below. Okay, Exalted Ones, that's it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with the latest Star Wars news, lore, and more. You can also follow us on social media as well, but make sure to let us know what you think in the video comment section below. Because like always, if you're talking about Star Wars, we want to hear about it. That's it for myself to say. I've been Captain Jack here on Star Wars Now, and we'll see you next time. May the Force be with you. Goodbye.